Hey, what's good? What's good? Thanks for checking in with another Bite Down Boxing afternoon wood. And I left my gimbal at the crib today, but I just had to get in some thoughts. I just wasn't sitting well, was sitting right with me the last couple of days after hearing Bob Arum, Top Rank Inc. on the conference call with Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan, and I kind of touched on it this morning. Pause. Didn't mean to. I tried to make a 25 or 30-minute video in like 12 minutes, and didn't get in all my thoughts on where I was going with my observations. But anyway, I may come back and finish that up. But just thinking, for the fact that it's easy for some of us to go along with Bob Arum, an 87-year-old man who has made his whole life, his whole boxing or promotional life, pushing pay-per-views, and we're somehow going to accept that Crawford and Khan is a legitimate pay-per-view. And I see what they're doing, and I respect it, but I'm gonna have to fall back, to be honest. As I was thinking it through, and I really want to support Terrence Crawford. I really want us to all get to the Crawford and Spence fight, but I think for my own personal economics, if they don't offer this at a local theater, I'm probably not gonna be able to do it. One, I have the option of sitting at home and watching Danny Garcia and Adrian Granados for free. That's off the rip. I don't have to do nothing. But if I don't have the option to get into a theater to check it out for $20, $25, which I'm pretty certain that's not going to happen, because if I'm starting to feel like locally the theaters aren't getting the turnout around me for it to be beneficial to do every boxing match. I mean, for Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, it might have been 13 of us in there. Now for the Triple G and Canelo, it was probably 50-60% capacity in there, and it was a group of Mexicans in the building that I didn't even know were in my city. But for the next few fights, they didn't show up. And then, like I said, locally, the Spence and Garcia, they didn't even have that locally. No, it's not on the ESPN app. This is a full-fledged pay-per-view. So I don't know what the ticket is just yet. And that's another thing. Now that we're up to $75 or $74.99, now we can't get $59.99 no more. We can't get $65.99. And my other reason why I'm gonna have to fall back on this pay-per-view most likely is for the simple fact I got a bad taste in my mouth with coming off of the Spence Garcia fight, where I really don't feel like I got my money's worth. So just out of timing, and like I said, I almost would much rather support Terrence Crawford than what I had. I was forced into giving my $74.99 to Spence and Garcia, because I found out with about an hour and a half or 2 hours to burn, I found out that I had to drive an hour either way to go check out the fight at a theater. So I was stuck, and of course I wanted to do my post-fight reaction and all of that. So I had to see it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be like Bomac and steal the fight on Facebook. I'm trying to be a good boxing citizen and all of that. So I went on and dropped the money on it. But then I get Areola against Augustin, who's falling down from jabs. I mean, the biggest thing was seeing Benavidez run through Jalion, which was we all knew that going in. And then for Mikey Garcia's lack of effort and being dominated, the most exciting thing on that card was Spence's walkout with the high school band and the brother talking about "it's on me, baby" or whatever it was. So that was all I got for my $74.99. So I feel like right now I feel like I'm like $45 with boxing, and I just can't give you another $74.99 for Crawford and Khan. And it's not like Khan has been out here catching bodies the last couple of years for me to really be excited about him. And I think if you're a Terrence Crawford fan, you probably have him dominating this fight, closing this fight out within the distance, and it's not good money. I'm sorry. So I'm probably gonna have to fall back on this one. I hate it because it could be this is Crawford's second time, I believe, on the pay-per-view platform. It's probably gonna fall short. I don't see it doing the 360 that's being reported for Spence and Garcia. It's probably not an outcome that really pushes or moves the needle in terms of us getting Spence and Crawford. And I just feel like Bob Arum is now, the card is better, I would have to say. To check out Shakur Stevenson going up against Christopher Diaz. That's a phenomenal matchup. I dig that. And also to see Teofimo Lopez against his guy. I mean, that's okay. But for $74.99, I just can't do it. I can't reward you. I can't reward Bob Arum for that. And not when you out here so hard politicking. You on some real Inception stuff. I don't know if that's the ticket just yet, main event, Mark. I don't think it's been published. I'm just saying that's probably the likelihood, because that's kind of what the going rate is right now for pay-per-view. It's got to be 74. I mean 74. But if it is $64.99 or $59.99, I might have to make a decision. But at $74.99, I just can't do it. And then, like I said, it's the fact that you out here on this Inception stuff, planning it in our mind that we have to stay loyal to the pay-per-view model, which I got other options now. I'm sorry. I got other options. I mean, I don't even know if pay-per-view would have been as successful as it has been if people had the option to go out and pirate stuff back in the day. But now it's so easy to get out here and find you a stream if that's what you want to do. I try not to do that. I really try to support the fights. Obviously, I'm a journalist / hack at boxing. So I feel like I said, in trying to be a good citizen to the game, I try to put my money into this stuff. But this particular matchup right here, I'm going to have short arms and deep pockets, man. I just can't make it work for him. There's a chance that I might go to New York to actually watch the fight or cover the fight. And that might be my only saving grace, that I see it on fight night. Oh, yeah, you're right about that, main event. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. My whole family is legit on everything, man. We just not a group of people that cheat the game too much. That's one thing I was getting ready to make a comment on this morning when I put my sneaker in the video. I paid for Jordans. You know what I'm saying? I never copped no fake J's. But then I just had to start looking at it like, what am I paying somebody $225, $250 6 times a year to get the same sneaker in a different color? Like, I could just get black, white, and maybe gray and be done with it. And I don't need to buy 8 versions of the number 5s. I mean, that's just reality. So I just think it's foolish for Uncle Bob to push this on us. I think he had to pay some money to get yeah. And I always thought it was so wrong as a kid. Like I said, my mom, man, I'm just a single parent raised kid, and that's how my mom. We didn't cheat on much of anything. We didn't have no real hustle in us. So if everything if everything had a ticket, that's what we paid for it. Because I never grew up around no family. I never grew up around no uncles, no cousins. I've been paying full freight for everything I've been doing my entire life. So I just kind of do it like that. But I'm not gonna hate on anybody else for what they need to do to catch the sport. If you need to check you out an illegal stream, Facebook, whatever it is, that's on you. But anyway, that's all I was really checking in on, man. Was just I hear Bob out here working the circuit, and I hear him trying to sell this fight, and I hear him selling pay-per-view like it's a good thing, like it's a great thing. And he mentioned something about, we have to go to the public and we have to ask the public to pay for this. And it's almost like politics. You know what I'm saying? Like build a wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get Mexico to build it. And then at the end of the day, us Americans, we're sitting here footing the bill for, for cats in the UK to watch the fight for a third of what we pay for it. And I'm just, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So anyway, man, I'm gonna go on and get off of here, run back in here. Like I said, this is another episode of Afternoon Wood. Pause. And I'm out. Thanks for checking me out. Thanks for all the recent new subscriptions, new subscribers, and all the likes and whatnot. And let me get on out of here. All right, peace, main event, Mark. Nice rapping with you, man. Grandmother had the